They played more than 125 times in their history, and it might not be the most well-known rivalry in the country, but for the Heels and the Cavs, the South's oldest rivalry will always mean a lot. Glad to have you along with us from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Virginia Cavaliers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Tar Heels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Courtney. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Slings it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Flores. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. The give from the gun. Jukes has made him miss again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Buying some time. Makes the catch. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're trying to cash in this long opening drive. The ninth play is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted.
There's no substitute for experience, and the QB did the right thing there. 3rd and short in field goal range. Can't take a negative play, can't turn it over. Just throw it away. Now, if you want to kick a field goal, you've got that opportunity.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Striving for the goal line, loose football. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a 1st down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop. And
breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This rivalry runs really deep, guys. It's the 3rd most played in the FBS.
That's crazy, Reese. It's just crazy to think about all the rivalries across college football. And I love the orange and blue and the babe.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Caught. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
In the red area, it's Jackson. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's O'Neal. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Big fella moving, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here they're trying to get to the edge. There he goes. Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8. The Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Might be changing the route. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They'll go right back to him. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence.
Maybe a crease. And into the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pack.
Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Zings it complete to the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finds his man. It's Flores. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the Cavaliers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He breaks a tackle. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The Cavaliers want to move quickly.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is a defense that prides themselves on their effort. If they don't get to the quarterback right away, they're not going to quit. He was able to scramble. He was able to get to the sideline and get downfield, but the pursuit finally caught up to him, and they created the big takeaway.
Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Rushes on him. Avoids the pressure and gets away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Throws to the back. This time it's complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Running the red zone. It's Jackson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Right on the Johnny. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Number 92, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Vaughn. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Holstein. On the move, he fires. That's caught. It's Courtney. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Offense set on first down. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He fires a bullet to the right. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their 2nd. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Offense changing the play. on inside. It's Lewis.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Handoff to the lone back. On the move, finding some room. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina! He got a step and just dusted the field. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Longhorns on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Here's a heat. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Coming out with it, it's Patterson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. There's some room. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Eli Holstein to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Pulls it in, it's Martin. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. And the Cavaliers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Makes a pass to Marker. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the Marker. The Cavaliers in the hurry-up. Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Here's Holstein to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, You roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Running behind that left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Those big tight ends, they got those big old paws, those big mitts, and you could tell he just threw one up in the air, snagged the football and pulled it in, made it look easy with those big hands.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
To throw, it's O'Neal. Fears the pressure. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Creates a little space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, give the defense credit, because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Could be an alley. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. The Tar Heels putting their foot down as they start to pull away from the Cavs.
North Carolina raising up, meeting the Cavaliers in this rivalry game and doing exactly what they want to do.
Well, they're just making more plays, and they just seem like they are locked in. From the opening whistle, UNC has been the team ready to go.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have a Cavalier who was shaken up on that last play. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing, Holstein. Now adjusting. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And this game's starting to take away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Eli spinning it again. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field. Just enough to pick up the first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Holstein. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Complete to the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Cavaliers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Spits it out to the back. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, better look out. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Eli Holstein to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. You just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big...
He unleashes a long one. He's got it way down the field. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Defense showing blitz here. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Might have a chance. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Lofts one high and deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. The latest chapter of the South's oldest rivalry in the books, and it is North Carolina who takes home the win over Virginia. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.